Life's hardest reality is that time does not wait for anyone. Not for your dreams, not for your pain, not for your excuses. It keeps moving forward while people stay stuck, hoping that one day things will magically change. But the truth is that nothing ever changes until you change. And most people realize this far too late, after years have passed, after energy is gone, after responsibilities have piled up, and after dreams have slowly turned into regrets they never talk about. As children, we believe life will be fair, that effort will always be rewarded, that good intentions will be understood. But growing up teaches us that the world owes us nothing, not happiness, not success, not understanding, and definitely not sympathy, because life does not care how hard you tried, it only responds to results. One of the most painful truths is that nobody is coming to save you. People may encourage you, motivate you, or give advice, but when it comes down to real struggle, you are alone with your fears, your doubts, and your decisions, and the sooner you accept this, the stronger you become. Another hard reality is that motivation is temporary. It feels powerful for a moment, but it fades quickly, and what really builds a life is discipline, doing what needs to be done even when you are tired, bored, unmotivated, or unseen, because success is built in silence, not in applause. Life also teaches you that effort does not always bring immediate results. Sometimes you work harder than everyone else and still fall behind, while others move ahead with less effort, and this feels unfair, but fairness is not how life works, adaptability is. Those who learn to adjust, learn faster, and stay consistent eventually move forward, while those who keep complaining stay exactly where they are. One of the most eye-opening truths is that people change when they no longer need you. Loyalty is rare, and most relationships are conditional, based on convenience, benefit, or timing, which is why self-respect matters more than approval, because once you lose respect for yourself, others follow. Another painful reality is that even family may not fully understand your struggles. They often see outcomes, not effort, results, not process. And when you are still building, your silence is mistaken for failure, even though inside you are fighting battles no one sees. Life also reveals that comfort is dangerous. The place where you feel safe is often the place where growth dies, because growth requires discomfort, loneliness, and uncertainty, and most people choose comfort and wonder later why their life never changed. A harsh truth many learn late is that talent without consistency means nothing. Intelligence without discipline fades, and potential without action is wasted, because the world does not reward what you could have been, it rewards what you repeatedly do. Another reality is that people will judge you no matter what. They will criticize you when you fail and feel threatened when you succeed. So living to please everyone is the fastest way to lose yourself. Life also teaches that your problems are your responsibility, even if they were not your fault. The world will not ask who caused them, it will only ask whether you can handle them, which is why strength is not a choice, it becomes a necessity. One of the most painful truths is realizing that waiting for the right time is often just fear in disguise. The perfect moment rarely comes, and those who succeed start before they feel ready, while others wait until it is too late. Life shows you that emotions are real, but they cannot lead your decisions, because feelings change, motivation fades, and only commitment carries you through hard days. Another reality is that failure is unavoidable, but regret hurts more than failure ever will, because failure teaches, but regret haunts, reminding you of chances you never took. Life also reveals that being busy does not mean being productive. Many people stay busy to avoid facing the truth that they are not moving forward, and comfort themselves with excuses instead of results. A hard lesson is learning that not everyone deserves access to your energy. Kindness without boundaries leads to exhaustion, and being available to everyone makes you valuable to no one. Life teaches that healing takes time, but avoiding pain makes it worse, and the only way out is through facing what hurts, learning from it, and growing beyond it. Another eye-opening truth is that success does not silence insecurity, it often exposes it, and only inner growth creates peace, not money, not attention, not validation. Life also proves that discipline beats motivation, consistency beats intensity, and patience beats impatience every single time. One of the hardest realities is that your past does not define you unless you let it, but many people wear their past like an identity and wonder why their future looks the same. Life shows that independence independence is power, relying on yourself builds confidence that no external support ever can. Another painful truth is that people celebrate you after you succeed, but rarely support you while you struggle, which is why learning to move forward without applause is essential. Life also teaches that comparison destroys happiness. There will always be someone ahead of you and someone behind you, and focusing on others' paths distracts you from walking your own. One of the biggest lies we believe is that we have time to start later, time to change later, time to fix things later, but time passes quietly, and one day you realize later never came. Life reveals that growth is lonely, self-improvement separates you from familiar places, habits, and sometimes people, but it also leads you closer to the person you were meant to become. Another reality is that silence is powerful. Not every battle needs an explanation, not every plan needs an audience, and not everyone deserves to know your next move. Life teaches that strength is built through repeated struggle, not comfort, and resilience is born when you refuse to quit even when quitting feels easier. One of the most eye-opening truths is that confidence is built by keeping promises to yourself. Every small promise you break weakens you, and every promise you keep strengthens you. Life also shows that success requires sacrifice, and anyone who tells you otherwise is selling comfort, not truth, because something always has to be given up: time, ease, habits, or relationships. Another hard lesson is that fear never disappears, you just learn to move forward with it. And courage is not the absence of fear, it is action despite fear. Life proves that learning never stops. The moment you think you know enough is the moment you stop growing. One of the most painful truths is realizing that you stayed too long in places that no longer helped you grow, simply because leaving felt uncomfortable. Life also reveals that peace comes from alignment, when your actions match your values, not when your life looks perfect from the outside. Another eye-opening reality is that excuses feel good in the moment, but cost you your future, while discipline feels hard now, but rewards you later. Life teaches that resilience is built when you keep going even after being disappointed, ignored, underestimated, or hurt. One of the final truths is that your life is the sum of your daily choices, not your intentions, not your wishes, but what you repeatedly do. Life is hard not because you are weak, but because it is shaping you, testing you, and forcing you to grow into someone stronger than you ever thought you could be. And perhaps the most honest truth of all is this: no quote, no speech, and no motivation will change your life unless you decide to change it, because life's hardest reality is that no one is coming to rescue you. But life's greatest hope is that you are capable of rescuing yourself.